What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And this time I'm reviewing the game HammerLock Wrestling, which was released on the Super Nintendo by Jaleco. And it's pretty much exclusive to the Super Nintendo. And this is pretty much a non-licensed wrestling game, much like um, Saturday Night Slam Masters by Capcom, which was also released on the Super Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Now, HammerLock Wrestling doesn't have any specific plot or story to it, but you do pick a fictional wrestler, all of which are based off of actual pro wrestlers who are now legends in pro wrestling, like Abdullah the Butcher, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? It's also worth noting that HammerLock Wrestling is a four-player game, you know what I'm saying? So, since it was released on the Super Nintendo, you're going to need the Super multi-tap, you know what I'm saying? If you want three other people to play with you, you know what I'm saying? Now, HammerLock Wrestling has four specific modes in it, you know what I'm saying, which are the exhibition mode, the champion league match, the tournament mode, and the top ranking, you know. Now with the exhibition mode, you can pick either singles match or tag team match, you know what I'm saying. One thing about the single match is that you either pick player one versus the computer or player one versus player two. Now with the tag team part of it, it has, of course, you pick four wrestlers in the tag team mode, but they give you pretty much the following options: player one versus the computer, player one and player two versus the computer, player one versus player two, and player one and player two versus player three and player four. You know what I'm saying? So the tag team mode has five different options for the players. You know what I'm saying in that regard. Now, regardless of which one you pick on the exhibition, you can pick the difficulty settings. But with the player one versus player two and player one and player two versus player three and player four, it's it really won't make a difference which difficulty you set. Yeah, you could just play on, you know what I'm saying? Plus, the time limit pretty much ranges from 5 minutes to 10 to 60 minutes. And the other ones are like 10, 20, 30, 40, and 45, you know what I'm saying? Now, the Championship League is a round robin type of mode where the rule is that the wrestler with the most wins are is pretty much declared the winner. You know what I'm saying? And I really think that Acclaim saw this particular mode from Hammerlock Wrestling and implemented it in Legends of Wrestling, which was for the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? And now with this one, you pretty much can pick either tag team or singles. On the tag teams, you pick six wrestlers to be a tag team. You know what I'm saying? So that's practically all the wrestlers on the tag team, and you can pick 6 of the 12 wrestlers in singles. You know what I'm saying? Now you can pick the time limited difficulty like you would in the exhibition mode. You know what I'm saying? Now with the tournament mode, it's pretty much an 8-man elimination tournament, whereas a tournament where a winner is determined in the championship round. You know, now you can pick like 8 of the 12 wrestlers that's in on the roster, and you can pick the difficulty, but it is worth noting that there's no time limit under the tournament mode. You know what I'm saying? Now with the rankings match, it's pretty much like I consider it like some sort of a season mode. You know what I'm saying? Where where you pick one wrestler and you face off against the other wrestlers under a singles match or a tag team. You know what I'm saying? Now the goal is if you pick the singles aspect, the goal is to become world heavyweight champion, and if you pick tag team, the goal is to become the tag team champions. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can set the difficulty pretty much like the tournament mode, but there's no time limit either. You know, now the graphics and design of HammerLock Wrestling are pretty good. It has some nice color palettes too. You know, now the controls and gameplay are pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Now, I like the fact that the wrestlers have their own move set. You know what I'm saying, and their own finishers, which was rare back during the 16-bit era of video games. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I did notice about the game as a whole, regardless of which mode that you pick, every move that's being done in Hammerlock Wrestling, another screen show up from the top or from the bottom, where you get a closer view of the action. I would say it's kind of nice that they added it, but I felt that it was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? The soundtrack is okay. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing about it that really stands out in my mind as memorable. You know what I'm saying? But overall, Hammerlock Wrestling is a decent game on the Super Nintendo, but at the same time, it's not as good as Saturday Night Slam Master. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I still like recommend it to anybody who is like interested in playing Hammerlock Wrestling. For us a score, I definitely give it a 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Good, but not great. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, if you like Hammerlock Wrestling, you can mention it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? If you like the fact that the wrestlers have their own moves and stuff like that, you can also mention that and anything else related to like Hammerlock Wrestling. But if you prefer Saturday Night Slam Master over Hammerlock Wrestling, you can also mention that too. You know, with that being said, if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell notification button. If this is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.